Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome to a beautiful, beautiful Red Bull Ring as you join me in the cockpit of this amazing Lotus Exos car. A car built to give ordinary, albeit fairly wealthy, drivers the opportunity to drive a full-fat, big open-wheel race car. We're here at the Red Bull Ring, a beautiful track in the Styrian Highlands. And you join me, Max Palmer, in the cockpit, in the pits. Right now we have Encik Budi. Apa khabar, Encik Budi?
Baik Max, baik. Alhamdulillah. So Max, hari ni kita akan berlumba di Red Bull Ring. Satu track yang agak ikonik juga Max untuk sukan-sukan perlumbaan macam F1, even MotoGP itself kan. Ini antara track yang kalau ikutkan kira antara favorite track aku juga dulu ni. Sebab dia punya cornering dia kira macam mana? Track ni dia bukan technical lah. Kau kena betul-betul tepat. Dia punya flow tu kena betul tepat. Kalau tak ngam sikit je, dia terus lari dia punya tune dia. Tapi betul. Dia agak dekat situ bagi aku dia agak best lah macam tu. Tapi once kau dapat dia punya flow, everything will go well lah. So Max, berkenaan dengan kita ni Max, macam mana Max? Hari ni kita berlumba dengan Lotus Exos.
Lotus Exos Type 125. Ni boleh kirakan kereta yang agak unik dalam history Lotus. It's the first time Lotus Cars has ever built not a Formula 1 car, but a open wheel car that is meant to be used in track day settings. So this is a car that's designed to give their most prized customers the chance of driving a very high performance vehicle around the track. It's a 3.8 litre V8 engine, I believe a Judd based unit, a 6-speed gearbox, seamless shift just like in a Formula 1 car, and very, very grippy Michelin tyres on this particular model. And it's designed to, as I say, give the owners of these high performance cars a chance to drive at a Formula 2 level without needing that much talent. It's still a very tricky car to drive, but it is very approachable. It takes a lot of skill to get the maximum out of it, but for a large open wheel car, I have to say it's quite simple. Now, for instance, we're going to go around for a lap on the track here. I'm going underneath the bridge into turn 1 there. We're looking for the 100-meter board, hard on the brakes there. Keep the car straight for as long as possible. A little bit of a lock up there. Use all the curb on the exit, and we get down on to this next straight here. Very, very tricky to try and line this car up for the next point. We'll see a lot of overtaking coming up towards here, turn 2. Very, very tricky braking zone. We brake just before the 100-meter mark. And again, a little bit tricky because the road falls away from you and the car likes to lock up coming into the corner, but we managed to get it straight and pointing towards the backstretch here. Hard on the throttle into 5th gear, 260 kilometers an hour. We're looking for the braking zone here. Hard on the brakes, feed it into the apex here, and use all the track on the exit there. We can see a car behind us. That's Hayden Heikal right behind us. Very, very tricky to get past here, but he's going to try. We're going to have to try and cover him off a little bit here, even though it's qualifying. Hard on the brakes through this section, the S's, or otherwise known as the chicane in Austria. Coming up towards the braking zone here, we're going to give the line to Hayden here, so we'll brake a little bit late, come around the outside there, and let him pass. Oops. And there we go. The final corner is going to be also very, very tricky because around the outside there, if you take too much curb, you might spin out and crash into the pit wall. But I will have to say that for a small single-seater, for a large single-seater, this car is remarkably easy to drive, but very, very difficult to master.
Oh Max, Haikal Rizal, ya.
Oh, Haikal Rizal, sorry.
Aku perasan untuk kereta yang Lotus Exos ni, dia agak grippy sikit Max dari segi dia punya handling style dia agak grippy sikit. Satu, nombor 2 untuk kereta yang kalau ikutkan kereta ni agak ringan dengan horsepower lebih kurang dalam 640. Sebenarnya kuat Max. Dia punya weight ratio dengan horsepower dia 1-to-1 lah lebih kurang. Yep.
Boleh kirakan yang kereta ni dia punya matlamat saya rasa dia dicapai. Dia punya performance level agak tinggi. Tetapi betul. Sebagai first timer yang bawa kereta ni, sebenarnya agak senang nak drive in terms of nak maintain speed, dekat Selekor nak belajar pasal downforce, sebab beza kereta besar dengan kereta kecil dalam open wheel ni, kereta besar dia punya downforce lagi tinggi.
Yang ni kira besar Max untuk sizing ni. Okay.
Tetapi bila downforce dia lagi tinggi, dia lagi susah nak approach limit.
So agak-agak untuk apa yang tricky untuk drive kereta ni dekat track ni Max? Kat part mana yang tricky kau rasa?
Bagi saya dekat middle sector yang twisty kat sini. Braking zone kat sini agak tricky, tetapi sebenarnya boleh, kita still boleh belajar cara nak modulate brake pedal. Dia memang susah nak maximum brake sebab dia akan lock dekat tayar sebelah kanan. Sebab track tu dia akan macam rendah, dia ada dip dia sikit.
Betul. Dia ada macam dip sikit, lepas tu baru dia masuk ni kan. So Kate, this is a fun fact. So kereta ni adalah kereta yang pertama aku practice race untuk AC sebenarnya. Sebab dulu ada satu server yang dia akan loop Monza dengan kereta ni, and that was the server that I go for every day for 1 month. Sebab dia best gila. Dia memang best gila untuk kereta ni. So now combination track ni dengan kereta ni, dia bagi feels macam a little bit of 90s F1 punya style. You know? Track dah berubah lah, bukan 90s F1 punya track lah kan.
That's the best way of putting it lah. For me, this track and this car combination really is, it's hit the nail on the head there. It is very 90s the driving style. The nice thing about it is that you can slide the car a little bit. A lot of modern single seaters, as soon as you start to slide the car, it can spin out very, very easily. This car, you can abuse it a little bit here. If I lock it up, get it a bit sideways, I can actually correct the slide and collect it right the way back up and keep going. So it's fairly easy in a sense to drive this car quite quickly. However, to get to the maximum, to get to 100%, it's very hard. Just like any other big single-seater, you have to trust the downforce, you have to really push it. You can see I'm a little bit rusty with when it comes to driving these cars, but I couldn't help myself. It's such an intoxicating car and track combination that I've decided that I will be commentating inside the cockpit for a change.
So aku agree juga dengan benda tu Max, which is kalau kita biasa drive F1 type of car ataupun open wheels, dia macam a bit slippery. Kalau dia dah hilang grip, then that's it. Macam kau dah tak payahlah kau nak tangkap, memang it's really hard to catch. Tapi untuk kereta ni kau boleh lagi macam nak slide sikit, you know, and then catch it back. So it's possible. So kita ada 8 pelumba yang dalam grid hari ni bersama-sama dengan kita. Kita ada Rizal, kita ada yang berada di Aeon hari ni. Kalau tak silap saya, Aiman dengan Lashman. And then kita ada Farhan, kita ada Haikal, kita ada Lau, kita ada Kenny Lau, kita ada Sun Eng, dan juga Max Palmer juga akan berlumba hari ni Max.
Hai. So kita nampak macam ada banyak juga driver yang boleh kirakan high class. Very, very fast drivers up and down the leaderboard. Even in our Aeon in-store rigs, we have a couple of very, very quick drivers there. So I'll have to say, I wouldn't expect myself to be on the podium here, but it's an honor to be racing amongst these guys. They are very, very fast indeed.
Ya, betul. There you go. Ini adalah kereta yang akan dipandu oleh pemandu kita pada hari ini. Semuanya berliverikan Aeon dengan colorway yang agak Aeonic. Yang agak Aeonic. Dia macam iconic Aeon macam tu kan. So satu lagi yang menariknya Max hari ni, walaupun untuk track ni, walaupun dia track panjang, tapi sebenarnya Red Bull Ring ni dia punya track dia tak rasa panjang. Walaupun track dia aku rasa lebih 4km kalau tak silap track ni. Tapi dia tak rasa panjang. Especially bila bawa kereta laju macam ni, dia lagi tak rasa panjang. So untuk 8 minit dia macam just nice
Itulah dia. Kita boleh rasa yang this track is, even though it's fairly long, it's very flowy. And that's what's famous about this track. It started out in the 60s as the Oostenrijkring, and it was one of the few tracks where in the sports cars of the late 60s and early 70s you could corner flat out at a lot of the corners there. It's changed over the years. It used to be 6 kilometers long. Now it has been cut down to 4 ever since the 90s with the A1 ring, and now when Red Bull's taken it over, they've improved it a little bit. But the layout hasn't changed as much as you would think. The first opening sector has been tightened up, and the final 2 corners have been tightened up, but the rest of the track is pretty much very similar to what it used to be back in the 70s and 80s. The big thing about this track is, even though it looks very very simple, kita nampak macam dia punya layout agak senang, tetapi macam kereta ni juga, easy to drive but difficult to master.
I agree with that. Lagi-lagi dekat corner yang keempat tu yang masuk sebelum kita happy kan.
Ya.
Yang corner ujung tu, itu susah mat kalau tak dapat dia punya dia punya apex. So kalau tak hit, dah bye-bye lah. Banyak yang masih hilang kat situ. So itu dia, kita masih menantikan perlombaan yang bakal dimulakan dalam beberapa ketika saja lagi. Nampaknya Max Palmer akan berada di posisi grid yang ke-7. So kita bacakan posisi grid. Yang pertama kita ada Rizal, yang kedua Aeon, yang ketiga Haikal, yang keempat Farhan, kemudian Kenny, diikuti oleh Aeon, Max Palmer dan juga Sun Eng. So itu ya, lampu merah telah pun dinyalakan. Bila-bila masa sahaja lagi perlombaan akan dimulakan. Kita menantikan lampu hijau. Here we go. Go go go. Nampaknya Max cuba membuat lompatan nampaknya di situ.
Kita ada incident di hadapan tu. Agak susah sikit nak ramalkan braking zone, especially on the first lap. It's very difficult to get the braking zone right there, but we managed to avoid that incident. We're now going 3 wide into turn 2. How are we going to get out of this? I am going to take discretion a little bit here. I'm going to brake a little bit early to let these guys pass. The race is still fairly early on there. We could dance around that, letting Haikal pass there. But we managed to close up. Aeon won, and we managed to get ourselves up into 4th place. That was a brilliant start from myself. Usually I balk the start, so I'm quite happy with that.
Itu dia, insiden di turn yang pertama agak susah untuk kita elak sebenarnya, especially kalau kita tengah push and then kita tak perasan dekat mana sebenarnya braking zone. Itu yang Max katakan tadi, it's a bit tricky dekat hairpin yang pertama tu. Nampaknya Max terkeluar daripada track. So a bit of hiccup dekat situ Max. Tapi tak apa, nampaknya dipintas kembali oleh Aeon. Aeon 2 ni siapa? Aiman ke? I think it's Aiman, right? See. Sebab susah pula sebut nama Aeon kalau kita tahu nama orang. So macam easier lah.
Yeah. So there, my mistake there was the tyres are still very very cold right now. It'll take 2 or 3 laps for the tyres to get up to temperature there. And I felt it as soon as I turned in, that I turned in with too much speed for the tyres. I have to admit, getting a little bit overexcited. It's been a while since I've been in a competition type race. So now I'm going to calm myself down, get the tyres back up to temperature, and try and cruise on down Main Street.
Itu dia, nampaknya Haikal dan Farhan. Ini kontender kita. Haikal, Farhan, Rizal dan juga Aiman. Ini keempat-empat kontender yang biasa kita saksikan di Race Beyond Reality. Nampaknya Haikal sedang mendahului perlombaan. Cantik di hairpin. A very smooth corner by Farhan dekat situ. Menuju ke sektor yang terakhir. Race pada hari ini adalah 30 minit. Jadi berkemungkinan lebih kurang plus minus kita akan dapat dalam 19 lap kalau saya tak silap. 19 lap lebih kurang lah. 25 minit. Okay, jadi kalau 25 minit, so lebih kurang, race dia 25 minit. Maafkan saya. Jadi kalau 25 minit tak sampai 19 lah. Dia mungkin 16 kot rasanya. Dalam 16, lebih kurang 16 kot. Kita tengok berapa lap.
Saya sebenarnya dah gamble sikit, gamble on 17 laps of fuel. So if the guys in front are too quick, then I might be in a bit of trouble. But it's the only chance I have because these guys are so fast. So just to be
that was a good strategy, Max. That was a good strategy. Bagi fuel just nice so that kereta tak berapa berat untuk kita move forward. But then kalau percaturan tu lari sikit, then it's gonna be a big problem.
Yeah.
So itu dia, Aiman kini selesa berada di posisi yang keempat, diikuti Rizal yang berada di posisi yang ketiga. Nampaknya Max Palmer masih lagi berada di posisi yang kelima, mencari orang kata ruang untuk improve lagi, Max.
Yeah. I have to admit I did not do that much practice during the course of the day. I was a bit on the whim when I came in. But I have to say, this car, I have a lot of experience in the past, many years ago. Slowly coming back to me now. Very slowly.
Dia macam tiba-tiba masa memori masuk balik.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, dapatnya lap yang ketiga telah pun disempurnakan oleh Haikal, Farhan, Rizal dan juga Aiman. Ikuti Max Palmer. 11 saat gap di antara Max Palmer dan Aiman. Jadi mungkin, tapi walau bagaimanapun di belakang Max Palmer, Kenny 1.8 saat sahaja gap di antara Kenny dan Max. Adakah Max akan mencari posisi yang lebih defensif ataupun dia akan cuba untuk mengejar Aiman di hadapan? Mari kita saksikan apa yang berlaku pada Max dalam 20 minit sahaja lagi. So sekarang dapat kita saksikan Rizal cuba mengasah. Farhan. Nampaknya Farhan asakan daripada Rizal tadi memberikan mental fatigue pada Farhan nampaknya. Baru lap yang ketiga Farhan telah pun terkeluar di turn yang ke-6. Lepas hairpin turn yang ke berapa? 7 6 mungkin kot. Turn yang dilepas hairpin tu terkeluar Farhan di situ. Kini Aiman berjaya mengutip sayur dan berada di posisi yang kedua, diikuti Rizal berada di posisi yang ketiga. Haikal sedikit wide di turn yang pertama. Aiman nampaknya mula untuk memintas. Adakah berjaya Aiman memintas? Cantik sekali. Aiman berjaya memintas nampaknya. Too wide di turn yang kedua. Siapakah yang akan berada di hadapan? Risky move daripada Aiman dengan mengambil late braking tapi masih lagi close inside apex dekat situ. Haikal nampaknya cuba untuk mencari ruang. Sedikit saja kesilapan untuk kereta dia Max ni. Kalau buat silap sikit dia macam a bit punishing kalau terkeluar track
Ya, macam tadi pun saya tengah battle dengan Kenny Lau. Saya terpaksa bagi laluan di turn 2 because I oversteered coming out of the exit there and got on the throttle a bit too early while sliding the car just a tiny bit. I put 30% instead of 20% throttle, and that was enough to get the car to snap. So I dived into the inside. I have to give Kenny that position back, and I have a challenge now to try and catch up with him. He's very quick. He closed up the gap a lot coming up towards me. My race pace now is 119. It's not very good at the moment from Team Palmer right now, but we'll see if we can try and slowly build up the pace here. The other thing as well is we have open setups on these cars. And if you do make a mistake with the setup like I've done, a little bit too much camber on the front end, it makes the car a lot harder to drive. So even though I can corner faster, but to try, it's very difficult to actually keep the speed up when the car's on a knife edge. Behind me is Lim, Sun Eng, as well as Aeon 1. Very tricky for me to hold them off right now, so it's going to be all hands on deck right now to try and get this car up, further up the leaderboard there.
So it's gonna be orang kata depends on macam mana Sun Eng nak react towards Aeon 1, sebab Aeon 1 cuba untuk mendapatkan Sun Eng 0.9 sahaja gap di antara Sun Eng dan Aeon 1. Kalau Sun Eng mengambil defensive move, jadi Max ada peluang untuk lari sejauh mungkin. Tapi kalau dia push dia cuba untuk push offensive, so it's up to Max to counterpart that.
Yeah.
Sama ada Max nak lari ataupun Max nak buat defensive move. It's a bit tricky. Macam kita tahu dalam perlumbaan defensive dengan offensive move memberi disadvantage secara dalam masa yang sama memberi advantage. Dia ada pro and cons. Tetapi saat mana yang kita nak pakai tu akan menjadi orang kata strategi untuk sesebuah perlumbaan. Sedikit wide Aeon 1 di situ. Guana pun berjaya untuk menyelamatkan keadaan. Nampaknya Aiman dengan Haikal berpusing. Aeon 1 berpusing di turn yang pertama. Nampaknya Rizal. Farhan blue flag kerana Farhan masuk pit tadi. Agaknya ada ni kot, dia terlanggar barrier agaknya tadi, jadi ada sedikit kerosakan. So dia masuk pit. So sekarang Haikal, Aiman, sekali lagi Farhan sekali lagi fumble dekat situ. Nampaknya Aiman, Haikal dan juga Rizal, 3 kereta yang tandem cantik. A big tandem train now. Tak adalah big sebab 3 je kan. Tapi orang kata maksudnya pace mereka sama, 0.2 gap di antara Haikal dan juga Aiman, dan 0.5 gap di antara Rizal dan juga Haikal. Jadi mereka mempunyai pace yang agak sama. 2 wide di turn yang kedua. Siapakah yang akan memasuki turn terlebih awal? A very good defensive move daripada Aiman di situ. Seperti yang kita tahu, Aiman adalah seorang pemandu yang agak berpengalaman. Sama juga Haikal pun pengalaman juga, Rizal pun pengalaman juga.
Mereka yang dalam sekarang ni memang
orang-orang yang memang berpengalaman.
Stacked field lah,
Betul. Ya, mungkin dia 8 orang, tapi 8 orang ni semua memang yang orang kata very very seasoned driver, you know.
7 of the best plus one commentator.
One of the best commentator, Max. Nampak.
Menyala boleh lah, tapi bawa kereta ni susah.
Max, untuk curb yang dekat luar tu, apa pasal Haikal tiba-tiba ni? Untuk curb yang dekat last turn kan, kan dia ada sausage kat situ.
Ya.
Kalau eat that sausage, kau lose pressure tak?
Ya, saya baru just pin. Okay, so now I have to battle with Lim Sun Eng, aka LSE Gaming. Very tricky driver to battle with. Just about managed to cover him off right now, but he's coming very quickly. I've got a little bit of dirt on my track there because of my tires there, because I went off at the chicane. Again, those sausage curbs are very dangerous. You want to get as close to them as possible in order to try and get your speed up, but if you hit them, you have a big problem. Now coming up towards turn 2 there, he's going to have a chance here. He can actually try and out-drag me coming into here. I'm going to brake as late as I possibly dare. Third, into second, lock up, turn in. A little bit of space on the exit there. Clobbered the curbs again. Not very good, Max, but managing to get away there. Just about carried enough speed into the corner to cover off any defense. Coming down towards this next braking zone here. Very hard braking. Third, second. A lot of lockup right now. I'm not getting the temperature into the tires that I really want, but I have to push as hard as possible to try and run away now. It looks like Lim Sung Egg made a very rare mistake going through the opening sector there, but I know he's quick through here. You can see he is closed right up, coming down towards the braking zone here. Tap at the brakes, try and get it into chicane smoothly. Over to the next curve now. Try and keep it on the inside as much as possible here, just about running up towards the edge there, and he's closed right up. He's going to go in on the inside, hard on the brakes. Who's going to take it? He gets to the apex. I have to try and handle all the way around the outside there, just about managing to keep it there. A little bit late in the turn in here. He's gone very close. Coming onto the power there, third gear, fourth gear. I'm thinking, do I defend? Do I attack? Do I just keep it in the line? I'm going to keep it in the line coming up towards the braking zone here. Hard on the brakes, third, second. I'm going to have to keep the space a little bit just to make sure that we don't crash, and we manage to keep the speed up and manage to keep the car ahead. That is the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Imagine kau nak defend sambil commentating. That was really hard, bro. Driving sambil commentating is hard enough, but then you are defending while commentating. Oh no! Nampaknya something! Splendid di situ, splendid!
I was looking forward to that. I was enjoying that battle quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, that was That was a good one. Sun Eng, betul dekat Max. Sun Eng ada a very good instinct on the last sector of this track. Dia ada very good control on that. Even though kalau kita tengok cara dia ambil apex, dia ambil wide apex dekat hairpin, tapi dia masih lagi carry enough speed untuk kejar Max dekat situ, dekat straight lepas hairpin tu. That was a good driving position actually. So sekarang dapat kita saksikan Haikal 1.5 saat gap di antara Haikal dan juga Aiman. 11 minit sahaja lagi masa yang tinggal. Apakah Haikal dapat mengejar Aiman? Nampaknya Rizal 7 saat di belakang Max. Well, Rizal either he's in or he's out of this the front battle. Itu je jawapan dia. Kalau, well, I'm not gonna say this, but if anything happen kepada Aiman ataupun Haikal, dan Rizal ada chance. Nampaknya diorang ni agak kuat makan sausage kan Max. Dia macam just betul-betul dekat the edge of the sausage tau.
Yeah. That is the fast way to go around this track here. You want to get very friendly with the sausage curves, but you can't eat it. It's a raw sausage. You really don't want to eat your raw meats, but you do want to get really close to it, as close as you possibly can. Using the curbs here is a challenge around the Red Bull Ring.
Look at that! Max, just imagine the way you drive dengan Sun Eng tadi. Tapi now it's a battle between one and second, the first and second place. That was a big battle, bro.
Yep. This track is the other great thing about these cars on this track is that it really lends itself to a very good battling, very good defensive driving. The thing is, first and second place there is battling, and that's giving a chance for Rizal and for Kenny Lau to close up the gap. So it's going to be very tricky to see. It'll be very interesting to see how they are going to react further up on the leaderboard there. Of course, if all of those cars close up, it's also good news for me, because that means they'll start to drop their pace and they might get closer to the 119s that I'm driving right now. He says spinning.
Yeah, seems like macam ada
Limson Eng also went right there. I thought I was for sure going to lose that space there.
Now it's between Haikal and who is this now? Aiman. Haikal and Aiman. That was actually a big crash there at the last sector before the last turn. Right now, nampaknya Abang Rizal. This is the commentator curse. I don't have any wood to knock on here, Max.
Rizal's got a lot of experience there. With his nickname Roselle. He's a very fast driver, and also a very good driving coach as well. So he's got the experience to try and take this on. Oh dear, a little bit too slow through there for me. But yes, Rizal, he has the chance now to try and capitalize on the mistakes there. But we have to remember, first and second place of those previous 2 laps, Haikal as well as Akim are very fast drivers, so they'll be able to close up the gap. Whoa. He'll be able to close up the gap.
It get back to either Aiman, but Aiman being Aiman, he will attack all the way because race tinggal 8 minit saja lagi. So it's now or never. So Aiman, if I'm Aiman, I'm not gonna defend. I'm gonna push all the way so that at least aku boleh kejar Abang Rizal kat depan. Then there's a chance. There's still chance. 8 minit saja lagi lap yang masa yang tinggal, mungkin lebih kurang dalam 4 lap saja lagi. Max, you're gonna have a big problem, Max. I'm telling you this.
Yep, I see the problem behind me right now. Limson Eng, he's a very tenacious driver right now. We both made a mistake at turn 2, otherwise he would have taken the position from me right now. Again, he is very quick through this middle sector there, so it's going to be a challenge for me now. I have to nail my middle sector as best as I can and try and capitalize on my better speed through the apexes. Third gear through here, it's a little bit of a struggle for me right now. The tires are a little bit graining on the front for me at the moment there, so I have to take a slightly different line. You can see how much he closed up on me. Now I have to make it count through here. Hard on the brakes. Third, second. Try and get the car as straight as possible, as early as possible, so I can go full throttle without getting the TC. He is pushing hard. I can see it behind me right now, coming up towards turn 2. We had a couple of interesting moments here. Let's see. Hard on the brake as late as I possibly can through here. I'm going to pick first gear to try and get the torque coming out of the corner there, using all of the curb there, and just about managing to eke up a little bit of a gap. But now watch as he comes in to the middle sector here. I am really suffering through here. A lot of understeer for me. I have to brake a little bit earlier here, and even then, still a lot of understeer. I've got to really put my foot down there. He's locked up, trying to avoid me. Conscientious driving there from my opponent, but it's really difficult through here. The car's just not liking to hook up. It doesn't want to hook up through here into third gear. I've got to try and carry as much speed as I possibly dare, and you can see how much Lim Sun Eng has managed to close up behind me, coming up towards the second to last corner. He might have a chance here. He might try Hail Mary. I'll have to brake a little bit earlier than he can through there. He's very close indeed into third gear, trying to go around the exit here. He might get me in turn 1. He is very close. Right now I can read the serial number on his helmet coming down towards turn 1. Is he going to go for it? He's going to go for it. Hard on the brakes there. He manages to claim the apex. I have to try and catch the drive back out again. We are side by side coming up towards turn 2. This is absolutely amazing racing. I have to tell you, I haven't had this much fun in AC in a very long time. Coming up towards the braking zone here. Will we be able to catch back up again? No. He has the braking ability and he has the position. But I tell you one thing, I'm not going to let it have it too easily.
That's it. There is an update, Max. Abang Rizal accident juga.
Alamak.
So now it's back to square one between Aiman, Haikal dan juga Rizal. Tiga-tiga. Oh, this is an exciting race. Everybody macam all over the place, bro. But there you go. Rizal sekarang 0.7 di belakang Haikal. Haikal 1 saat di belakang Aiman. 4 minit saja lagi, Max. So we have like maybe 3 laps to go. And siapakah yang bakal membawa pulang kejuaraan pada hari ini? Di antara Aiman, Haikal dan juga Rizal. Ketiga-tiga pelumba yang memang tak berhenti fighting each other daripada tadi. Nampaknya Aiman cuba mengambil langkah yang agak selamat. A bit defensive driving there from Aiman. All the way to the end.
Yeah, it battles up and down the leaderboard, isn't it?
Yeah. This is an exciting race, bro. I'm telling you this. Oh my god. Now di antara Max dengan Suneng. Max berjaya meminta sekali lagi.
That's the definition of ABS. Aku brake sendiri. Just about on the edge of locking up there, but he might be able to get me here. Hard on the brakes. I have to brake earlier than him. You can see there, I've got a big lock up. He's going to go right, round, wide. Pushes me towards the edge there. That's very hard racing, but very clean racing there from Lim Sun Eng. And now this is a section that he is better than me at, around this section here. Trying to get on the throttle earlier, trying to ape his racing lines, trying to see where I can get the speed up. Closer to the apex there. But yeah, he is absolutely amazing, driving out of chicane S, coming up towards the final 2 corners here. Let's see if I can close it back up on the final. Whoa, he is very fast through here. In fact, a little bit too fast on that particular lap, but he manages to collect it back up again, coming on. Now here's where I think I'll be able to get him. I can brake a little bit later to turn 1 and turn 2, so we're going to try and do that. Really close it up a bit. Attack the curb, attack the exit curb there. We're not close enough this time around and running out of time there, so it's going to be tricky. All I can do is try and slipstream through the opening sector and try and hold on coming towards the final sector there. Second gear through here. Let's see if we can do something here. Oh, big snap there. All over the curb. Hard on the throttle. We've got closer. Will we be able to do something coming down towards turn 3? Underneath the Aeon banner here. Coming down towards the breaking point. Will we be able to do something? No. A little bit too far away. Discretion is the better part of valor, but he has run wide. He's run wide, so I'm going to try and get him on the inside here. Hard on the throttle. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear. We're still side by side. Someone has to yield the corner. I have to yield the corner because I'm on the outside there. Third gear. And this is where he can get me. Hard on the throttle there. I'm very pushing the car very, very hard here just to try and keep up. But you can see the speed that he's got through those 3 or 4 corners there. That's making the difference right now. Hard on the brakes. Coming up here into fourth. Gonna carry as much speed as I possibly can here. Oh, he's made a big mistake. He's made a big mistake. I've had to drive wide around the exit there, almost crashing myself, but we've managed to get a position there. All the pressure has gone to him. 148. We've got maybe 1 or 2 laps left to go, and the other issue I've got right now is the fuel. I'm running a little bit low on fuel there. I think I have 2 laps left, but I have to push as hard as possible because he's managed to recover quite quickly there, and if I make a mistake, he might still have fifth place.
Now ini akan jadi pertarungan yang terakhir di antara Aiman dan juga Haikal. Aiman kini berada di posisi yang pertama, diikuti Haikal 1 saat. Well, Max, battle is all over the place right now, Max.
I haven't breathed yet. I'm trying to catch my breath.
Battle is all over the place, okay. So sekarang nampaknya itulah pasal kenapa dia slow down. Ke minyak masih habis?
Oh no.
Aku rasa kenapa masih slow down? Oh, tak ada satu lap, tak ada extra lap. Oh, pandai masing-masing. Masalahnya 47 second lagi, panjang tau.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this lap and hope that they don't finish the next lap too quickly.
Habis. Marizal dah habis minyak.
Masalah yang besar sekarang kita semua habis minyak.
Habis
so
minyak.
right now I am very low on fuel. I'm having to
Haikal pun minyak dah last ni aku rasa. That's why dia dah tak push. So it's last lap, is it?
Yes, leader is on final lap. I've got the message right now.
Oh no. Habis.
Fuel. I think Kenny got him on the fuel there. So now I'm in 4th place. I've overtaken one of the drivers there who's run out of fuel. I am very low on fuel. I can't actually see my fuel gauge right now. My fuel indicator is red. So I'm going to get through this corner here. Hopefully Lim Sung Eng has plenty of fuel, and I'm out.
Oh, this is one big exciting moment. You just imagine.
The only hope I've got now, I've had to give 4th place to Lim Sung Eng. Congratulations to Lim. That was a great battle all the way through. He made me use more fuel than I expected. Now the only thing I can hope for right now, I've got my foot flat on the clutch. And I'm going downhill right now. I think I might be able to finish.
Tak boleh sebab lagi dekat ujung tu dia macam naik bukit sikit tau sebelum finish line. Aku rasa tak boleh. Let's see how it goes.
Kita cuba saja.
Dia macam ada naik bukit sikit. Boleh.
Oh, kita ada assistance. Yes, we have assistance there. Thank you.
Assistance kat belakang.
I think that's Kenny Lau there. Thanks. Big thumbs up there to Kenny. Wouldn't have made that.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. That has to be, I think personally, one of the most fun races I've ever done in the car there. We're going to go down to the bottom there, and we're going to have a chat with some of our drivers. So give us a second and we'll be back.
You use your own hotspot?
No. We are live right now, and I have to say, guys, this has been so much fun.
So it was over here, your hotspot actually, it's not the one.
Oh my god.
I have to say, Sun Eng, my goodness, that was a hell of a battle. Made me waste my fuel.
Hari ni punya race tu macam drama tau. Macam kita tengok drama dekat TV3 kan. Macam dia ada up and down tau. Macam ada peak and all over the place. So kita akan mencari tak ada ni Kenny tak ada
Kenny ada?
Mana Kenny?
Kenny
dalam tak ada. Dalam Discord tak ada. Discord tak ada. Sekarang sebab Kenny tak ada, jadi kita akan tanya Aiman.
Iman, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome stuff,
mantap.
Iman. It was a very entertaining race, wasn't it?
Sorry?
That was a very entertaining race, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of, unexpected result and a little bit of, let's just say, drama at the end, obviously, where I kind of slowed down. That, I thought they're gonna make a finish line there. I think I did it's either Vanderlinde or Bortolotti. I didn't know who it is, but it was last year or 2 years back when the NLS where he's trying to finish out the time and got overtaken at the end. So yeah.
Yeah, that was so close. We could hear it from the call-outs from Budi that that was very, very close stuff indeed. We were all fairly short in field there. That was a bit of a worry, wasn't it, coming into the race?
Kinda. I mean, you could argue that it's running on fumes basically. So yeah, I mean, not gonna take any more chances. So P2 better than the NF, I guess.
Yep.
I do agree with that.
Yep. And the battle that you had there with Haikal, and later on when Kenny got to you there towards the end, that looked like it was very, very entertaining stuff. These cars around this track, surprisingly good, huh?
I mean, I like this car. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it's gonna be next round. Yeah, I mean, it is quite an amazing experience with this car. So, would like to drive it again. So, for sure.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Congratulations on your second place there, and well deserved.
No price, ah.
I will have to check with the boss.
Later we check with the boss that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
In the meantime, we have Haikal. I'll let Budi take Haikal.
Haikal.
Yes.
Okay. So Haikal, macam mana perlumbaan hari ni? Adakah ia menyajikan sesuatu yang diinginkan ataupun tak expect langsung perlumbaan hari ni jadi macam ni?
I cannot drive. Gelak all the way. I was laughing all the way. I saw
dia
people
macam
flying in the air.
Yeah, that's
or a lot of
why.
things happen. I'm not sure what's happening anymore. And I ran
Dia
out
macam
of fuel at the very end.
Tadi sampai habis ngam-ngam habis minyak ke ataupun before last corner tu habis minyak?
About 50 meters before finish line, minyak gone.
So maksudnya betul lah semua orang set 17 lah.
Yes.
What is that?
Semua orang set 17 lap lah kan minyak kan?
I set for 19 laps actually.
Oh iya ke?
This was
But you battle too much lah bro. Kan?
Probably lah.
Yeah.
Sebab there's a big push between you and then Abang Rizal dengan Aiman. So korang macam push all the way from start, then korang push all the way sampai habis. So of course it's gonna take a lot of minyak lah. And then how about the battle between korang bertiga? Actually from the start it's all about you guys.
I mean, we were trying to be within each other's group, so trying to make it not like there's not a lot of people, or why not give them a show? So that was the game plan all the race.
That was a hell of a show. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
So anyway, congratulations untuk even though it was third place, tapi anyways, congratulations sebab habis race. Because I can see there's a few people that tak habis race. Farhan tadi, oh my god, Farhan tadi sayang dia spook and then dia 2 kali tau dia tiba-tiba spook.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened. And then terus DNF, maybe kereta dia dah tak boleh drive kot masa yang second accident tadi tu. So and then we have rasanya kereta dia rosak tu. Yang sebab yang second, yang first tu dia crash barrier straight bumper tu straight crash barrier tu, rasanya dia punya alignment lari mungkin.
Possibility
so
lah.
biasa dalam AC ni walaupun tak ada ni, kadang-kadang dia tiba-tiba alignment lari kalau accident tu.
Yeah, can be.
So kita ada Abang Rizal nak interview Abang Rizal.
Ya, saya.
Abang kenapa terbang tadi tiba-tiba bang? Ni soalan saya.
Kan. Abang sendiri sampai sekarang tengah fikir kenapa terbang.
Ada keluar lagu.
Tadi lepas terbang, sejurus lepas terbang, tiba-tiba jadi nombor 1. So macam dah confused lah. Bila pula overtake Aiman dengan si Haikal?
Tak, sebab hari ni semua orang macam terbang sana sini. Kenapa?
Kan.
Saya macam terkejut tiba-tiba macam Aiman dengan Haikal tiba-tiba ke tepi. Apa hal ke ni?
Betul lah tu. So macam bila tengah
basically.
So bila tengah race tu dia macam jadi confused. Tengah race ke tengah buat apa ni? Macam tu.
Okay.
So yeah. We'll go on to Lim Sun Eng. Not exactly the podium position you were hoping for, but I tell you what, though, I think the broadcast you want to watch back later, because that was the most entertaining thing. The hardest thing I ever had to do was defend from you whilst commentating. That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, actually I was trying to play fair with Max because I can see his pace is kind of a bit not very slow, but it's still power with me. I try find all the way to pass him, but trying not to contact him. So yeah, I end up a few moves that are quite success, but yeah, in the sector 3, I kind of a bit way too much and then take too much curve, and then I spun it 360. But very luckily that I did not crash into Max. And yeah, in the end, I saw he was I think he's low fuel, no fuel at all in the last lap. Yeah, so luckily I still can chase back. It's just really fun race. All the while I was chasing Max.
Yeah, I have to say that was the most amount of fun I've had in these cars for for years. The way you took that middle sector, those S's, it's like I have no answer. When I was behind you, I was like, oh wow, okay. I'm really going slowly through that. But
that last sector punya pace and flow for LS was really good. I'm gonna tell you this. Betul, memang power gila. Dan last sector tu memang macam flow dia bapak flow dah ni.
I actually have no practice at all. Just wake up just last minute to try the race.
Well, I tell you what, that was a lot of nice racing. I think I made a couple of mistakes there. We both went fishing at turn 2 for a couple of times. But, apart from that, it was great fun. Really great fun.
Max dengan Sun Eng punya race pace tadi macam both of them macam tengah fight for podium position actually.
We don't care whether they're 6 or 16 or 26.
It is, you know?
I saw Max actually 3 times while trying to not contact with me, but side by side, trying to take the outside lane, trying to give me a lot of space, make me quite confused. Did he wanted to make me go or not?
No, I'm just scared. I didn't want to run into you. Because I also didn't have that much practice beforehand in these cars, and but these cars, man.
Hope we can race again.
Oh yeah, maybe next race if we decide to run these same cars again, I might do the 2-in-1. Commentary and driving has been a lot of fun actually.
Oh wow! Okay, you have.
We're gonna watch the live stream later on. It's great.
Yep, I'm going to watch.
Alrighty then, so that's going to be it from us here at the Red Bull Ring. Racing Beyond Reality will return very, very soon. We will be heading to another track. I believe we do have the track for the next round. It's going to be at Spa. So that's going to be the next. Yeah, that is going to be the next venue for our competition. So do stay tuned to all of our social medias for the race times, and everything will be ready to go very, very, very soon. But for now, thank you to all of the drivers there. This has to be one of the best racing that we've seen so far this year. Even though we didn't quite have the quantity, we did definitely, surely have the quality in this field today. So thanks to all of the drivers. Thank you as well to Kenny for pushing me across the line there. Otherwise I wouldn't have finished. So merci beaucoup, as the French would say. Danke, as the Germans would say. Thank you very much. And thank you to all of you guys at home who are watching. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. Also, special thanks to all of our sponsor, especially Aeon, along with Glitch, Autoholics, Garage, and our organizer committee here at Vertex. That's going to be it for myself, Max Palmer, and from Budi. This has been a great race, hasn't it, Budi?
Yeah, Max. Aku macam tak expect. Even though we have like 8 people, macam Max cakap kita, we are low in quantity, but definitely we are high in quality in this race. And entertainment-wise, it's very big quality entertainment and drama. That is for sure.
Yep. So that's going to be it from us. We will see you all in the next stream. Bye for now. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Well,